Hello, and welcome to the Southern Belle channel. Is this an auction? No, we don't just have auctions here. Y'all know that by now. This is the game show Battle with Belle. And we've got some great guests lined up. Unfortunately, even though we had advertised and publicized that Sarah Sterling, Moonlight Sterling, would be coming back for a rematch. Enough, she has been stricken with food poisoning. So we send our love and our prayers out to Sarah and her entire family. We hope that she gets well soon. And hopefully, Samantha will be able to rebook her next week or later in the month. But we still have some great contestants. Our contestants tonight will be Darcy, Dare to Be Different. We will also have my good friend from Discord, John Jacob. Lisa, Adventure Time will be both our answer taker and our third player tonight. Well, let's welcome some people in the audience. I see that we have one of my moderators, Canadian girl Renee. Renee, I so hope you are feeling better. It hurt my heart last night to think that you weren't feeling well. So glad to see you here. Miss Phyllis, I hope that turning 70 has been a light and a joy and that you just keep going and going and going and are happy and well and healthy. So if there is anybody new watching, let me tell you how this works. This is a game called Last Word. And the way it works is that contestants get to pick their categories, which gives them a little bit of the advantage. I absolutely do not know the categories in advance. Once they pick the category, then they'll tell me what it is, and we volley answers in that category back and forth and back and forth and back and forth until one of three things happens. Either until one of us is stumped, until one of us has an accidental duplication, or until one of us has a wrong answer. But before we start playing the game, let me make some channel announcements. So tomorrow is Tuesday, so that's the day of my pop-up auction. But tomorrow is going to be a different Tuesday than ever before. Usually my auctions are in the afternoon, but because we had attendance scaled back, I'm a person that is willing to rethink things, and it's also hard to take a day off of work every week. So I had a YouTube community post for y'all to vote if you wanted to change it to a late night after dark auction, which oddly enough was a suggestion from Lisa M. Adventure Time, who's going to be on later tonight. And over 62% of y'all said, Belle, move it to late night. Stop taking off of work. And because a lot of us can't come because we're working too. So starting tomorrow night, my pop-up Tuesday auction is moving to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So this gives you time to work all day, to come home, to make dinner, to have dinner with your family. You can even go to a few auctions before mine. That won't hurt my feelings at all. Hi, Samantha. And then at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, join me for my pop-up auction. Now, normally it's a viewer's choice auction, and y'all vote for the theme, but with changing the time, I'm just going to make it a variety of auction. If there's any items you're looking for or items you want to suggest, you can always send me an email or a Discord message. Hopefully the mods will be dropping my Discord link, which is always found in the description of my video. I would love to have y'all join my Discord. It's a social media platform that is absolutely free, and you can join as many Discords as you want, just like you can join as many YouTube channels as you want. And it's a great place where you can post about your favorite videos, your auctions. You can publicize, promote, market, and advertise. And it's a great way to grow your channel. Also, mine is G-rated and family friendly, just like my channel. And it has a sweet Southern theme because, hey, that's who I am. So, that is the first and most announcement because it is tomorrow at 9 p.m. But I also want you to join me at 7 p.m. standard time for my regular Bargains by Belle auction. Because who can't use some bargains, especially in this summer heat with these temperatures over 100? It is sultry and scorching. Why fill your car with gas, drive all the way from store to store to store, where you could just support me and let me mail it to you? Next, on Sunday at 9 p.m., my other late night after dark auction. I hope that y'all will join me for that. And then we're back to Monday with another episode of Battle with Belle. And next Monday, I have a huge guest with almost 20,000 subscribers. Who will be my guest? He's my longtime friend, Big B of the channel Been Living with Big B, and I am counting down the days until we get to play this game show. So next week is going to be an epic moment in our friendship. Might get a little competitive, but I assure you we will still be friends. And if you love Australian locations and New Zealand accents, then make sure you tune in next week. So, without further ado, let me bring up my first guest, who is Darcy. Dare to be different. Darcy. Oops, I think there she is. Pretty as a picture. I love your hair, by the way.
Thank you.
So,
How's
Samantha, go
everybody
ahead and
tonight?
start dropping Darcy's link, pretty please. Hello to Adopted Retrospects, my friend Kim in the chat. Now, Darcy, go ahead and tell us about yourself.
Hello, everybody. I am Darcy, Dare to be Different. I am from Ohio.
Hi,
Um,
Shelby.
um, when I first, okay, first let me tell you about my name. I was raised around my grandmother and my great grandma a lot, and my grandma, we used to call her Mammy, used to always say, "Dare to be different." She used to let me dye my hair purple. She would always get me the craziest color makeup. She would let me
Oh,
do
no.
anything. She would let me wear the wildest clothes. If it was big and bold, she would let me do it and have it. So that
Oh,
is why my
no.
name is Dare to be Different. Um,
Okay.
we all had such a close relationship that we all four had the same tattoo. We all went and got it done at the same time. So we all used to go shopping. So that was where my love for clothes and jewelry came from. So after they all passed, I had such an acquirance of some things that I needed to start getting rid of some things. And I like to shop, so I get to shop for everybody else.
Fun. So, tell us about your YouTube channel.
That is mostly what I do. Is I do clothes and I add jewelry with the clothes to like accessorize. So all you have to do is purchase it. Everything's nice, clean. When you get it, all you have to do is pull it out and wear it. If it needs ironed, I usually iron everything. Sometimes it'll sneak past me because I've had enough. But mostly, yes, everything gets washed, everything gets cleaned. Jewelry, some of the jewelry's been sitting around here for a minute and might need a good cleaning. But other than that, I like to put clothes and jewelry together. I do have some like glass pieces, some um, teacups, stuff like that, Christmas stuff, but mostly I do clothes and jewelry.
Wonderful. Okay, now tell everybody where they can watch your auctions, on what channel, on what day, on what time. Let's get it publicized for you.
All right. I don't have a set day on my channel. I do just pop ups with my clothes. I do have a set schedule. I am with the booted chick Rita on her channel on Tuesdays, 2 p.m. Eastern. On every Tuesday, there is quite a few other sellers with us. And that is a regular on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on the
Great.
Booted Chick.
Wonderful. Well, everybody tune in to see Darcy's clothing and jewelry. So, thank you very much for being on the show. And do you understand how to play the game?
I think so.
Okay, great. So, let's hear your first topic for tonight.
We are going to do hobbies.
Okay, wonderful. You get to start.
Okay, I'm going to use my avatar because I feel like I keep poking at these earphones, and that's going to be annoying to everybody. Is that okay?
That's mighty fine.
All right.
It's
Thank you,
absolutely fine.
everybody.
And this is a good time to remind everybody watching that my background decor is for sale. I do have multiples and it's available for the low price of $2. Just let Samantha know in the chat if you'd like to order this or also available in a star pattern. So, Darcy, tell us what your first answer in your chosen category of hobbies is.
Um, in hobbies, it would be woodworking.
Okay. I'm going to go with gardening.
I'm going to go with journaling.
Nice. Um, baking.
Um, photo. Okay, photography.
Nice. Handmaking.
I didn't hear that one. I'm sorry.
Candle making. Making candles.
Just a minute.
Candle making.
I just lost down. Hold on just a minute.
Darcy, my answer is candle making. Hi, Mighty Mike. Hi to his wife, Carla. So nice to see y'all in the chat. Thank you ever so much for joining us tonight. The first topic with Darcy Dare to be Different is hobbies. Darcy,
Really
did you hear my last answer? It was candle making. Darcy, are you there, sweetie? Darcy?
it again?
Candle making? Darcy, can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Or if you can hear me, sweetie pie. I think I might need you to talk louder or turn your volume up. To turn your volume up on StreamYards, you click on the flower that says settings. Thank you for helping, Renee. Darcy, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm trying to hit the.
Oh, I can hear you now. My answer was candle making. And we go back to you for your next answer in the category of hobbies.
And I'm gonna go with canning.
I'm sorry, I can't quite hear you, Darcy. Could you repeat that?
Go with canning.
Did you say canning?
Yes,
Or tanning?
canning, like as in vegetables canning,
Oh,
tomato sauce
okay.
canning.
I'm sorry. You sound so far away.
I
Suddenly,
know.
you're a tunnel.
I don't know what I
Okay.
done.
Can you bring the microphone closer to your mouth? Or sit closer to your computer or whatever device from which you're streaming, pretty please?
Can you hear me now?
My next answer is going to be soap making. Yes, 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 1,000 times. Yes, whatever you did, Darcy, is a complete and
Okay.
total fix. God
Does
bless you and thank
okay.
you. Okay.
Okay.
So Darcy said canning, and then I said soap making. And so we go back to Darcy now that we can hear each other.
Crocheting.
Nice. Knitting.
Songwriting.
That's fun. I'm going to say sewing.
Ooh. Drawing.
Nice. Poetry writing.
Um, Beekeeping.
Ooh. How about painting?
Mm, Collecting stamps.
Nice. Sculpture.
Collecting coins.
Good one. Um, how about tatting, which I believe is making lace.
Okay. What about origami?
Ooh. Taxidermy.
Oh, my favorite, shopping.
Ah, I was sitting here wondering if shopping could be a hobby, and I am so delighted that you decided it could be. Okay. Is there any chance live streaming could be a hobby?
Well, isn't that like blogging?
I think it kind of is. Making money from it, then it can be a
Um,
hobby. There's a lot of people who are live streaming on YouTube and they're not making a dime. So we're the smart ones who've turned it into an auction to pay some bills.
Come on, Jesse. How about how about hiking?
Ooh, good one. I'm going to say rock climbing.
Ooh, hunting and collecting rocks.
Nice. Golf.
Um, hmm. Some people would consider reading a hobby.
That's absolutely true. And I'm going to say working puzzles could also be a hobby.
Yes, yes, yes. Let me think here. Did
And don't
anybody
forget to
say?
re-ask the audiences for each category. And the audience loves to help out and participate. In fact, a few of them are already throwing out answers even before we ask.
Ooh, ooh, I seen a good one back there. Um, Learning a new language.
Ooh, that's good. Let's see. How about stained glass?
Ooh, um, etching glass.
Flower arranging.
Oh my goodness. Hmm. Okay, I don't know. I'm thinking music, so like instruments.
Oh, playing an instrument, absolutely a hobby. That's a great one. I'm going to say metal detecting.
Oh yes, yes, yes. I do that.
And there's some great
Um,
YouTube channels about metal detecting too.
let's see. Sports. Or is that just too vague because you said golf?
We'll take sports. That way we don't
Okay.
have to name every single individual sport. So I am all for just the general sports because People in the chat know I'm such a girly girl. I don't like any sport at all. So therefore, I am glad to just group them together. Okay, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna use my first ask the audience, and I'm gonna go with Mighty Mike, who's saying that he puts together model cars.
Yes, that's a great answer.
Thanks, Mike.
Okay. Oh, well, I said that. Wait, I don't know if I said that. Oh, poo. Let me see.
Well, if you need some help, the chat is shouting out answers. Usually we ask them to wait till we ask, but they are just so excited to let you know all of the answers they have that I'm just going to let them go with it, and then we'll reset for the next category and ask them to wait, but we'll just let them keep shouting it out. So
Can
you
I
still
please,
have two of your three ask the audience, and I still have two of my three ask the audience.
can I please ask the audience?
Okay. So you just pick any answer that they are shouting out. And if you need to scroll up, feel free, because they've been shouting out for a good long while. And they've got some excellent answers. But some have been said already, so beware.
Oh.
Now, I do want to give one cautionary piece of information. We've already said collecting several things. I think we're just going to say collecting has been said, because if we try to name every single thing that you could possibly collect, we might be here till, our dying day. So we're just going to say that all collecting has been said. So just want to let Darcy know, let everybody in the chat know. That might be some kind of future topic, but we're just going to say the activity and hobby of collecting anything has been said. And Samantha Sessions is dropping Darcy's link. If you haven't already connected with Darcy and her channel, she could always use some new subscribers. She's getting close to 200. And we'd love to help her get up there tonight. So we go back to Darcy for her next answer in the category of hobbies.
Video games.
Ooh, yes, 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 yes. I think every teenager and college student will tell you that. I was even a little bit guilty during my college years. Okay, let's see. We go back to me then. I'm going to say hybridizing roses.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, and Kim says, even me too, and still. Well, you've got to
I'm
try
going
them out to make sure they work and to explain them to people when you sell them, Kim. So you have a pretty good excuse.
we have a it is a gentleman that we grew up with that's a few years older than we are, but they started a retro like little video game, an arcade little in our little town.
Oh,
So
fun.
we get to enjoy some of the old games up here. So that's really nice. So I
Nice.
dabble still to this day.
Well,
And then
and
I'm
some of
going to
those
go with
older ones are
restoring.
easier to play.
Oh, I know. I'm going to go with restoring old cars.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, I'm going to say ceramics.
Oh, um, I just had a
And ceramics will also include pottery, just so that
okay.
there is no misunderstanding later. Because I know everybody has seen that old scene in Ghost with the happily married couple. So I think that made more people want to go out and learn pottery and learn ceramics. Oh,
We're gonna go with leather. What do I say? What do I want to say? Leather workmanship?
Great. I'm going to say blacksmithing.
Ooh, my goodness. Butchering.
How
Some
about
people consider that.
dance? Now, when I say
Oh,
dance, that's going to mean everything from ballet to tap, jazz, line dancing, salsa, merengue, all the Latin ones, every possible dance, even belly dancing. So, just to encapsulate all dance.
um, um, or no, what is it called? No, you said a blacksmith. Okay. Oh, well, poo.
Well, and maybe I should have just said smithing. That way it'll cover blacksmithing, silversmithing, and any other smithing.
Okay. So that's not the, well, okay. Hmm. Hmm. I think I might be at a stump.
Well, you've
Yeah.
still got some Ask the Audience left. So you might as
Well,
well use your Ask the Audience left, and then you still can guess.
I am going to use one, ask the audience, because when I turned, I was going to say it, but I didn't know if it was considered part of your last. I'm going to go with ask the audience, and I'm going to say jewelry making.
Ooh, that's a good one. And Renee makes her own jewelry. She even will buy things from me at my auction and turn it into something more creative and more lovely. She's had several times where she's bought earrings and turn them into pendants, turn them into necklaces. And if anybody would like to see her beautiful creations, she is kind enough to post them on my Discord. So every time I sell her something, my first question is, what are you going to make it into? Because I now just automatically think that she is going to upcycle it somehow. And it is a delight to see her creativity come to life. The next one I'm going to say is genealogy. I love to see people explore their history and their family.
Yes. Let me think here. Well, I think I might have just um
Well, I tell you what, I
is
think
it
I'm about stumped and
concrete
you're
or
about
stone?
stumped. Do you want to call this a tie?
Yes, please.
Okay, because we have gone back and forth, and the more I think about it, really anything can be a hobby. So I'm kind of surprised
Okay.
Samantha let us do this category, because really anything that you're interested in that has some activity or thought to it could be a hobby. But this was
I,
fun,
I
and I think we're both stumped, so we're just going to call it a tie. But we've still got two categories left. So everybody, go ahead and click on Darcy's link, which Samantha Sessions is dropping. Go ahead and connect to her channel. Make sure you join her on Tuesday afternoons at 2 p.m. Eastern Time for her auctions with Rita the Booted Chick. And we're going to go back to Darcy to hear what her second category is of the night.
I turned my head, and as soon as I turned my head, I have two hobbies that I don't do anymore, but I still have the items. So playing pool or throwing darts. In case
Okay,
anybody else
well,
wanted
I
to
think
know.
she just won the last category with those bonus too.
I was like,
Okay, well, with two at the last minute, Darcy pulls ahead and wins. So, congratulations to Darcy. Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip,
I had to laugh.
hooray!
I had to laugh at myself. I just turned and I'm like, like I'm sitting here racking my brain, and then I turn and see that. Okay, my next category would be um, vintage hairstyles, or hairstyles. Come on, get out of there. Come on. I know you're scared. Come on. Did you hear me?
Vintage hairstyles. Okay, you start.
Okay, so we're going to go with victory rolls.
Ooh, nice. I'm going to say a pompadour.
um, sausage curls.
Nice. I'm going to say a beehive.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. And let's go with finger waves.
Ooh, good one. Um, so many of these come in and out that it's hard to figure out which ones are vintage and which ones have already circled back. I almost started to say a bob, but I know a bob is back. And I started to
It's
say a
okay.
chignon, but I think a chignon is back too. So
It's
many
okay.
circle back that it's hard to know.
It's
Um,
okay.
I'm
It's still
trying to stick
hairstyles.
with ones that are only vintage, only vintage. I'm going to use my first Ask the Audience because I know the audience loves to participate. So why make them wait? So, everybody in the audience, help me out with some vintage hairstyles that have not been said yet. Pretty please. So, a specific hairstyle with a name, pretty please. And let's see what they can think of. It can be from hundreds of years ago, it can be from other centuries, it can be from any country. Don't narrow it down. Think broad, think wide. Also, go ahead and give the show a thumbs up. That way, YouTube knows that you approve of the show, approve of the channel, approve of the content, and they share it out. Also, press the share button to share this out on your YouTube community page, to all your Discords, to your Facebook, your Instagram, your Snapchat, TikTok, Twitter, and anything else you have. That helps me so much with the YouTube algorithm. And of course, you can always leave me some fleur de lis in the chat as a personal encouragement. Let's see. I need to use my Ask the Audience. I'm looking for a specific name of a specific hairstyle. Well, I might be stumped already. It is so hard to think of one that has a specific name to it. I know in the Egyptian times they had some really elaborate braids, but I cannot think of what you specifically call those braids. And so many of those braids have circled back in other cultures as well. I think I'm going to go with the vintage hairstyle, which I hope it's not back, um, called the mohawk. I'm pretty sure that mohawk was from the 60s and 70s in the punk rock era. Is that
So
correct?
you
Or do we need to fact check that? It might have come back and I just don't know it. Maybe I'm just hoping it didn't come back.
No, you're okay. I think they consider it now. They call it the faux hawk.
Okay. I thought a faux hawk is where you hadn't actually shaved it off. You just combine it into tiny little ponytails and push it in the direction of a hawk. But
Yeah.
maybe I'm wrong.
I think that's just what they're doing now instead of doing the actual mohawk.
Okay. All right. Well, we go back to Darcy then.
Okay, I'm gonna go with um it, they they called it they called it, I think, snoods. It was like a
Oh,
crocheted or like a
yes.
a hair bag.
Exactly. I have seen them. Okay, I'm going to go with the rat tail,
There
which
you go.
sounds
There you
awful, but it was a thing way back when.
go. um, the page boy.
Oh, yes. And I seem to remember back in the 70s when Dorothy Hamill was popular, there was a wedge cut.
Yes. Let's see. Let's see. Um, is it called the poof?
Oh, yes. I remember that bouffant hairstyle from the 50s. Absolutely. You can see some of that in the movie Grease. Okay.
Yep.
I
Oh,
keep trying to think of what you call that hairstyle, which is the business in the front, party in the back. And I
oh,
just keep blanking out on it. I know it was from like the 80s or 90s, and Miley Cyrus's dad had it, and I cannot think of it for the life of me. I
and
just keep
it
trying, and
it
that
is
would be a
seriously
perfect
come back.
example, and I cannot
It,
think of what it's called. And if I can't think of what it's called, I can't say it. Okay. Oh, I'm going to use my Ask the Audience, although I feel guilty because me saying that probably I'm going to go with Canadian girl Renee's answer, mullet. That's what I was
yeah,
trying to think of. God bless you. Thank you so much.
it it has so come
That's what
back.
Ask the Audience is for.
I
Oh
love seeing people with it
no,
now.
rats! Okay, well, I just gave a wrong answer then. It's come back. It's no longer vintage. So that means Darcy wins. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Everybody in the chat, congratulate Darcy. Let's see the clapping hands, some party horns. Everybody make Darcy feel special for the winner that she is. And the best way to congratulate her is to click on the link that Samantha Session is dropping to her YouTube channel. And on Tuesday afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, log in to Rita the Booted Chicks channel and tell her that you came to see Darcy from the Southern Belle channel, that you're a ballerina or ballerino, and cheer her on as she auctions and take a look at her pretty clothes and jewelry. Now, even though Darcy has already won 2 of the 3 categories, we still play all 3 categories here because this is just a family friendly battle of wits for bragging rights, and it's just fun to play. So, Darcy, what is your third category for tonight?
I want to Renee's talking about Farrah Fawcett. I think it was the feathered hair.
Feathered
She,
hair, that's what
yeah.
you call it. I was trying to think of that. And sometimes you know what a hairstyle looks like, but you can't think of its actual name.
And there
And you
was
know what else I forgot too? Was the Rachel. You remember back in the turn of the century from the
yeah,
TV
the
show
twins.
Friends? The
Yep.
Rachel was such a thing for a while, and I forgot about the Rachel. I don't know why I
And
didn't start thinking of TV and movie characters. You know, once the game is over, that's when it hits you. Oh, so what is
I
your
don't
third category for tonight, Darcy?
it is going to be hair products. It
Okay.
could
Well,
it
with your
could be
long hair
old
and my long hair, we should absolutely know about this. Okay,
it
you
could
start
it could
first.
be from way back then, it could be now.
Okay,
And
great.
I might be a little out of whack because I don't really put anything on my hair now, but and who starts?
You always start with rules of Southern
Oh,
hospitality.
All right. And I couldn't help myself. We're going to go with VO5 hot oil.
Ooh, okay, nice. I'm gonna go with hairspray.
Okay. I'm going to go with, what was it? Oh, I just had yeah, styling lotion.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna go with hair mousse.
I'm going to go with spray gel.
Okay. Shampoo.
I'm going to go with co-wash.
Conditioner.
I'm going to go with leave-in conditioner.
Okay. Um, I don't add we are all born in the image of God and all perfectly made, but hair dye for those who just choose to do that, even though I think we are all naturally beautiful and all hair colors are beautiful and wonderful, as are all skin colors.
And I'm going to go with hair rinses.
Okay. Hair extensions.
Bleach.
Okay, since we can also use vintage products, way back in the last century, I want to say it was in the 70s or the 80s, there was something called Sun In, which was somewhere between a bleach and a dye and only what? But it was a product that, from what I understand, was somewhat popular and somewhat comedic.
Yes. We're going to go with silkening mist.
Okay. Well, guys have hair too, and I used to see these commercials from, I want to say it was Ron Pro Peel, and he had this spray-on hair that covered men's bald spots back when people actually watched infomercials in the middle of the night. So that's going to be my funny answer.
I'm going to go with, yeah, pomade.
Ooh, also talking about guys, smart. Okay, let's see. Um, I've seen a product that Eva Longoria advertises. It's a spray that covers the roots of your hair if you have dyed hair to when it's growing in. I'm not sure if that's clear enough, but it's a spray on hair root cover.
We,
Will you accept that as an
we're,
answer?
yeah, we're going to go with freeze, freezing spray.
Ooh, now that actually helps it to stay much better than hairspray. Okay. Let's see what else. I'm going to use my first ask the audience, and I'm going to go with the answer of Renee, which is dry shampoo. I should have known that because I have sold some at one of my auctions. Shame on me for not remembering that. We go back to Darcy for her next answer. Oh no, did we lose Darcy? Oh wait, here she is.
Oh,
Okay,
um,
Darcy, are you still there?
yes, we're going to go with heat spray.
Okay, nice. I'm going to go with a detangler.
Oh, yes. I'm going to go with Moroccan oil.
Then I should probably say argan oil.
Yes. And I'm going to go with BioSilk.
Okay. We've said shampoo and dry shampoo, but I don't believe we've yet said a medicated dandruff shampoo, which I won't name any brands since this isn't sponsored, but there are quite a few of the medicated dandruff shampoo brands.
Oh, I need to. mm, mm. Is met well? If I say that, then I might be wrong. Well, phooey. um,
Sorry.
the purple shampoo. This is it. Silver shampoo, purple
Oh, that's
shampoo.
smart. Yes, yes. I think there's one for blondes as well. Or
Yes,
maybe
that's what it's
that's the
for.
one for blondes. So
It is.
why don't we just say all specific hair color targeted shampoos? That way we don't
Got
have
it.
to name the one for silver hair, the one for blonde hair, the one for that'll be simpler. Okay. I'm going to say a highlighter.
Yes. Um, I feel like I should know more. I went to
And you
school for
haven't
hair
even
before I went
used
to.
your first Ask the Audience. So keep in mind you still have three.
Mm, uh, I am going to ask the audience because I see one and I was thinking about it. I'm going to use the ask the audience for my first one, and I'm going to go with dippity dippity do.
Okay, great choice.
Oh,
I'm going to use my second Ask the Audience, and I'm going to go with an anti frizz serum.
I'm going to go with a relaxer.
Oh, that's a good one for hair straightening. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just burn through my third Ask the Audience, and I'm going to go with Brill Cream. I have no idea what that is. Maybe Renee will tell me. Is Brill cream a thing?
What
If
cream?
you're not sure, we can bring our answer checker up.
Well, I actually don't know what that is. So,
Okay. Well, we will bring Miss Lisa in Adventure Time, and she will ask her cyber assistant device if Brill Cream is a hair product. Lisa, oh, Lisa, could you help us out, pretty please? Lisa, you're muted.
I knew that.
So,
Okay,
Lisa,
so
if
what
you'd
am
be
I
so kind
asking?
to ask if Brill Cream is a
Well,
hair product.
Alexa, is Brill Cream a hair product?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, yes.
oh,
Okay,
mm,
thank you so much, Lisa. We appreciate you. Okay, so back to Miss Darcy for her next answer. Thank you so much, Renee, for that Ask the Audience. That was my third, although Darcy still has some of her Ask the Audience.
we are going to go with curling cream.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I might not
Yes,
have such stick straight hair if I knew that there was something that would make it curl. I've been wasting my time on hot rollers and curling irons all my life. Okay. I
and to
think
be honest with you, it's the products
uh-huh.
that we put in our hair.
Okay. That's good to know. I have seen some hair masks in
Yes.
stores. I've never tried one. I'm not sure how it works, but I know there's something on store shelves that says it's a hair mask.
Okay, let's see. Like I want to go get up and look in the bathroom in the cabinet. um, well, poo. I'm going to go with.
Don't forget, you've still got some Ask the Audiences left.
I'm going to go with I just had a brain fog that just completely went over my whole entire brain, and let me think here. What is that
Well,
called?
remember, you've already won 2 of the 3 categories, so you are guaranteed to win. This last one is just for bragging rights.
There's a treatment that you can put on your hair, if you mess up with color, a Malibu treatment. There we go. I'm so sorry.
So it's a color corrector.
It's not really a color. I don't know how to explain it. We
Well,
might
I
want to
will
look
take
that
your
one
word
up.
for it. It's all good.
It's called
Um,
it's called a Malibu treatment.
okay. And I've also seen some treatments that are labeled damage correctors. So that's going to be
Yeah.
my answer.
Hmm. Keratin cream.
Ooh, good one. I have used all my Ask the Audiences, so now I am down to just guessing. I have heard that people will use lemon juice on their hair to lighten it. Can I count lemon juice as a hair treatment?
Yes, ma'am, because my next one was going to be mayonnaise.
Oh, I was going to say that too. Okay. Well, I am just plumb out of answers, so I'm going to have to admit that I am stumped, and Darcy has won 3 out of 3 categories. So hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! So, everybody in the chat, let's celebrate Darcy. Let's see some clapping hands. Let's see some congratulatory remarks and emojis. But the very best way to congratulate her is to click on the link that Samantha Sessions is dropping. And Samantha, go ahead and send John Jacob to the back room so he can play Nick. And thank you ever so much, Darcy, for being on my show. And this was so fun, and you were so delightful. We would love to rebook you for next month if you can possibly squeeze it into your calendar, because you were an absolute delight.
Thank you very much, and I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. Thank you again.
Okay, bye-bye and take care. And if you are not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe to Darcy. And my very next contestant is going to be, oh, I'm sorry, we have had a change of plan. Instead of John Jacob, we have Roland. Welcome, Roland.
Oh, I didn't even know that it changed my name to Roland. But all right.
Do you want to admit you're actually still the same John Jacob?
It's fine.
Because your icon still says J.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what
But
happened.
I'll call you whatever you have on the screen. What would you rather be called, sweetie?
Roland's fine.
Okay, so tell everybody about yourself and so that they can get to know you before we start. Now, keep in mind, I have a lot of people with YouTube channels on here, but because I also operated Discord, therefore I will also have members of my Discord. And Roland is a long-term member of my Discord. That's how we became friends. And he is always a shining light of encouragement to me. And he's one of those people that if I say, hey, can you stop by and give me some thumbs up even before my shows start, just to help me with YouTube algorithm, he'll just go through my entire week and thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. That is real friendship for you. So, Roland, let's hear all about you because you've got such an interesting life.
Hey guys, I am a poker player, and that's how actually found Belle in another Discord that was a politics slash
That we won't talk
health
about.
server. Okay, sure. And then basically, Belle's told me to, since it's a family friendly stream, just to say that pretty much gambling is gambling, and I wouldn't recommend it to anyone, as unless you can afford to lose it. But besides that, it's summer, and I'm out fishing a lot these days.
Oh, it's so great to know that you have that hobby. But we do understand that there are professional gamblers, professional poker players, and I think that's fascinating. We do want to say that while Roland has had some tremendous successes and has made it into a profession, that we don't recommend it. But tell people how you got started and tell them at least one of your big wins, just so they can ooh and ah, because everybody loves to hear a fantastic story, whether it's a lottery winner, whether it's somebody who raised a car and saved a baby, whether it's somebody who struck it rich, in oil. So tell them a little bit about it now that we've told them that what you were able to accomplish is not usual and is not likely to be repeated by anybody else.
I had actually started in high school playing with friends, and I had started stealing quarters out of my mom's laundry jar. I did. I was able to pay her back quite quickly, but it went up from there, and then down and up and up and down and up and down. Um, and one
We're
of my
not
big,
advocating stealing from family or anyone else. This is just an anecdotal story
right,
for comedy.
and then
But as an adult, why don't we tell from your
sure.
at an adult age?
My biggest score as an adult would be, was it 2017? I took fourth at a pot limit Omaha tournament in Vegas at the Venetian,
Woohoo!
and that
Vegas.
paid out nicely. Uh, I was
Okay.
I was second or third at the final table with chips, and I had thought I would be playing heads up for the win, but I literally sat there for like 5 hours and just folded. It was torture, but I managed
Oh
to ladder
no.
up. Yeah, and I folded away most everything. But I managed to ladder up quite nicely, and it paid off quite well.
Congratulations. So was your goal to get back to that tournament in Vegas and maybe try to up your standing, maybe to third, maybe to second, maybe to win it all someday?
Um, if if that happens, that happens. But I mainly play tournament, or I mainly play cash games. So it's just
Okay.
a grind every day. So it's just about adding to the pile a little bit every day. So I'm not that interested in, or I'm not that pulled to play tournaments, but I'll play some. But it's not a
Okay.
goal to get back there.
I see. Well, we so much appreciate you being able to arrange your card playing schedule so that you could be here tonight with us. So tell me, Roland, what will your first category of tonight be?
My first category will be countries of Africa. I've tried to think of
Okay.
things that wouldn't have been picked before. So,
That sounds great. I don't believe we have done countries of that specific continent. So let's try it.
all right, the easy one, South Africa.
Okay. I'm going to go with Nigeria.
I will go with Egypt.
Now, it sounds a lot like Nigeria, but there is also a country called Niger,
Yes, there
Niger,
is.
but it's a totally
Correct.
different country.
I will go with Sudan.
Good one. Um, Morocco.
I will go with Libya.
Um, J- Jordan. 'Cause 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 Jordan. Do we say Kenya?
Not yet.
Okay.
I will go with Madagascar.
Chad.
That was the one I was going to take.
Oops.
Burkina Faso.
Okay. I'm going to first ask the audience. So, audience, shout out some countries in the continent of Africa that have not yet been said. And while you're typing all of those great countries that we want to bring attention to, go ahead and click the thumbs up. That helps me so much with the YouTube algorithm. And make sure you join me tomorrow night where we're moving my pop-up auction to from the afternoon to late night at 9 p.m.
Sounds like fun.
Well, it'll be late night. It'll be after dark. We just started thinking that, you watch TV during prime time, and then there are late night shows, and then there are late night shows. Why can't there be a late night auction? Why can't there be a late night auction? So if it works for talk shows, maybe it will work for auctions too. So I appreciate your support. So everybody in the chat, go ahead and shout out some African countries because I could use some help. Otherwise, I'm going to start guessing. Let's see. What else can I guess? I'm going to say Darfur. Is that a country in Africa?
That's a city.
Oh, rats. Okay, well, I have lost the first round, which means that Roland has won. So, everybody in the chat, congratulate Roland. Let's see some clapping hands. Let's see some applauding emojis and some revelry. And hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! So the first category goes to my friend Roland from my Discord. If you haven't already joined my Discord, the link is in the description, and hopefully one of my moderators will copy and paste it to the chat. Once again, you can join as many Discord channels as you want, just like you can join as many YouTube channels as you want. Mine happens to be G-rated and family friendly, not more. And mine happens to be Southern themed, which is incredibly rare, but it is part of my brand. So, Roland, what will your second category for tonight be?
In the name of a Southern brand, I chose Civil War Generals.
Okay. Now, you're going to find out pretty quickly that I am not a history buff and I know so little about history. But
Hey,
I'm
you
going to
do know
try
so
to come
many
up with a
countries.
few, and I am trusting the chat to help me. So, which one do you want to start with?
Ulysses S. Grant.
Okay. I'm going to go with General Lee.
Tecumseh Sherman.
Okay. PGT Beauregard?
Yes. You said you didn't know much. Come on.
So far, I've only gotten two, and New Orleans has a Lee circle. So,
Beauregard's a name most people won't know. I will go with. I lost the name. Oh, Stonewall Jackson.
okay. I'm going to use my first ask the audience. And so for everybody who's watching, please help me by shouting out some Civil War generals. They could have served on either side of the Civil War, but I need some names, pretty please. Help me, help me, help me. How about General Sherman? I don't think that was the Civil War, but maybe. Was there a General Sherman?
Oh, yes, there was.
Okay. Whew.
Most definitely.
I live to fight another round. All right, we go back to Roland for his next answer.
Pickett of the vaunted charge.
Okay. I could still use some help in the chat if anybody is a Civil War buff and has some generals to suggest.
Help her out, chat.
Let's see. Who have we not said yet? I think I might just have to admit that. Oh, hello, baby girl Dixon. Welcome, welcome. Oh, by the way, I sent you some emails. Make sure you check your emails after the show, but I am so glad you are here now. Missed you at the auctions this weekend. Let's see. Who have we not said? We've said so many. Okay, I'm going to use my second Ask the Audience on Samantha Sessions' answer. I've never heard of this person, but you can tell me if it's right or wrong. And if you're not sure, then our answer checker can look it up. Is there a Jubal Early?
There was an early, I don't know the guy's first name, but the last name is fine.
Okay, we'll just say General Early.
Crap. Oh, who did he replace?
Careful of language. This is G-rated and family friendly.
Okay. I was hoping it wouldn't get back to me.
Well, keep in mind, you still have 3 Ask the Audiences, and the audience is still giving you answers. No shame in letting the audience help you.
I will use Ask the Audience now, and I will take Samantha's suggestion of Albert Johnson.
Okay, great choice. Okay, I'm going to ask the audience for a third and final time. After this, I will be down to guessing or being stumped. I'm going to go with Samantha's answer of Winfred Scott.
Oh, yeah, okay. I had a bunch in mind when I sent the list to Sam or Samantha.
Well, you knew far more than me, so there is no apologies here.
I'll have to use my second one and say Robert Anderson.
Okay, great answer. I am out of Ask the Audience, so I am down to either just guessing or admitting that I'm stumped. And I am an honest Southern Belle, and I have to say, history is not my strong suit. So, Roland, you have me stumped. So, congratulations to Roland. Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Everybody in the chat, congratulate Roland in his second in a row. Tonight, he's won category 1. He has won category 2 with great prowess. They have all been categories we have never, ever, ever played before, which always makes it more fun. But even though he has won 2 out of 3 already, still, we go ahead and play the third round because we're just playing for fun and bragging rights. Who knows? Southern Belle might have a little bit of a comeback. So, Roland, what will be your third category for tonight?
NFL football teams.
Okay, and the challenge begins. I love that he doesn't try to pick categories he thinks I know. All right, we will start with Roland and see what his first answer is. Now, when you say teams, does that mean the name of the team or the name of the city in which the team is located?
It doesn't matter. Like if you want to go on long, I'm fine with just saying the city. I'm not going to hold you to a name.
Okay, well, I might have a snowball's chance then if I can name some cities. All right. Thank you for that grace. Thank you. You can tell this is a gentleman and a nice guy and a friend tossing me a bone. Okay, so Roland, what's your first answer?
Green Bay Packers.
Okay, well, I do know that the New Orleans team is called the Saints.
I was hoping you would get that one. Detroit Lions.
Since I went to college in Texas, I do know also that Dallas has the Cowboys.
Yep. Chicago Bears.
I'm guessing that Los Angeles has to have a team, right? So I'm going to say Los Angeles.
They have 2 teams.
Ooh. Okay, and knocked out 2 with 1 city, y'all. How impressive is that?
One is the Chargers and one is the Rams. They're in opposite conferences. Minnesota Vikings.
Okay, I'm going to guess that New York City must have a team.
They're named in New York. They have 2 of them. There's the Giants and the Jets.
Okay, knocked out 2 again, y'all. How impressed are y'all with me? All right, we go back to Roland for his next answer.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay, I'm going to guess Atlanta. Surely Atlanta has a team, right?
They definitely have the Falcons.
Okay, thank you.
Washington Redskins.
Okay, how about Seattle? Any chance Seattle has a team?
The Seahawks.
Okay, great.
San Francisco 49ers.
Okay, how about I ask the audience? I bet the audience knows either some names of teams or some names of cities that are likely to have teams. So, everybody in the audience, let me know. Maybe you've got a team you watch or cheer for. Any football fans out there? Y'all help me out. Otherwise, I'm going back to just guessing cities. And y'all make sure to click the thumbs up for me, pretty please. That helps me so much with the YouTube algorithm. I bet if Mighty Mike were still in the chat, he would probably know some. He strikes me as a sports fan. I would also think if Kim were still here in the chat, she strikes me as a sports fan too. Okay, let's see. I'm going to guess Phoenix? Any chance Phoenix has a team?
Yes. They're called the Arizona Cardinals.
Okay.
Not that division, not that division, not that division. Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay. Does Miami have a team?
They have the Dolphins.
Okay.
So then
I've never gotten this many guesses right in a row, y'all.
New Orleans, Atlanta, Tampa Bay. Carolina Panthers.
Okay. How about Indianapolis? Any chance they have a team?
They have the Colts.
Okay.
Houston Texans.
Does Boston have a team?
They honestly, there's a team called the New England Patriots. I don't. Let me check where they're located.
That would not be the name of Boston. So I just gave an incorrect answer. So by default, one Gavin wins 3 categories in a row, and this is his second appearance. So he has had 2 appearances in a row, and he wins not only tonight, but continues his winning streak. Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Everybody in the chat, celebrate Roland, who is also John Jacob in the chat. He is the Purple J. Boondopping with Boomer. That's my friend Lance. So nice to see you. Lance was on the show in a previous month, and he had some great topics as well. We'll have to get him to come back for a rematch, just like we got Roland back for a fun rematch. Well, congratulations, Roland, on winning 3 categories in a row. Thank you ever so much for being on my show. And even more than that, thank you for being on my Discord channel. But most of all, thank you for being my friend.
You're welcome. Happy to do so.
Aw, and I hope that in the future we can have yet another rematch, pretty please.
For sure.
Okay. Well, I will see you in the chat, and you can help root us on, help with some answers as we bring up my third guest, who is also my answer checker, Lisa M. Adventure Time. So take care.
Take care, bro.
Hi.
And next, we have Lisa M. Adventure Time, who is also our answer checker for tonight. Lisa M., welcome once again to Battle with Belle. Lisa, tell us about yourself first, and then after you can tell us about your YouTube channel. And Samantha Sessions will start dropping your link, and we'll see if we can get you a few more subscribers tonight.
Okay. Well, I'm Lisa M, the creator of my channel. My life is kind of crazy because I now have a 2-year-old. She just turned 2 on the 16th. So she's like a preteen. Yeah, and I work at a co-op, married. Yeah, just a normal run-of-the-mill mom with a baby.
And tell us about the adventures of your Lisa M. Adventure Time channel.
That's mainly going on adventures with the family or things that we do that are fun. It's kind of like a chronicle of my life.
And so, what fun adventures have you and your family been on since you started the channel?
Well, we went out to Leland because I'm from northern Michigan, so we went out to Leland. That's a really big, popular town in the summer. We've went to Maple City. I think that was Maple City. Yeah, we went around a couple cities in Michigan. I did a video of my daughter on her birthday. That was my last one. So.
And I believe it was a part 1, a part 2, wasn't it? And I want to thank you for the shout out to my Discord that you gave at the end of part 1. That was very helpful. And in the chat, John Jacob is saying, "Let's go, Lisa! Let's go, Lisa!" So you're already getting people cheering you on. So Lisa M. of Lisa M. Adventure Time, what will your first category be tonight?
I'm gonna go kind of with John Jacobs' one from earlier. I'm gonna piggyback that one, and I'm gonna just make it real simple. The 50 United States.
Okay. Well, there's a limited number of answers here. At a certain point, it may be just figuring out what we haven't said yet. Let me remind the chat to wait until we ask the audience for help before shouting out your answers, pretty please. Lisa, with the rules of Southern hospitality, we start with you.
Well, I gotta take the obvious. I gotta say Michigan. Woo!
Okay. I guess on that note, I should absolutely say Louisiana.
I'm gonna pick the rival to Michigan. I'm gonna say Ohio.
Okay. Well, those of y'all who've been watching my channel know that I went and graduated from Baylor University, which is in Texas.
I'm gonna go with my husband's home state of Indiana.
Mississippi.
Wisconsin.
Alabama.
Illinois.
Florida.
New York.
Georgia.
Oh. Okay, those are the only states I've been to. So, New York, or no, I said New York. I want to say New Jersey. I mean,
Okay. On behalf of Karen, who we are missing while she is visiting her sister and her son, shout out to Karen if you're watching or watching the replay. I'm going to say South Carolina.
Maine.
North Carolina.
Okay, that's getting hard. I know only really the East Coast. North Dakota.
Remember, you have 3 asking the audience. Okay. I'm going to say Virginia.
South Dakota.
West Virginia.
Wyoming.
Maryland.
California.
Pennsylvania.
Oregon.
Connecticut.
New Mexico.
New Hampshire.
Okay, I'm gonna do ask the audience. I think we did them all. And I can't see the chat, so.
Okay, Lisa M of Lisa M Adventure Time is asking for help in the audience. If you click on the word comments instead of on private chat, you will be able to see the audience's entire comments.
It's been a
So
long day.
everybody
I'm
in the
kind
chat,
of.
shout out some states that have not yet been said. There are many, many, many still available.
I
This
feel
is
like we
one of
said
those categories we have played, I think, 3 times, but it's always fun because there is a limited amount of states, and it's just a matter of remembering which ones have already been said.
Tennessee.
Great choice. I'm going to say Kentucky.
Oh man. Florida maybe? That's the only one I see there.
I think we said Florida. Let me ask the chat. Chat, was Florida an accidental duplication? So we'll wait just a minute while moderators look back and check the log of answers. I believe I said Florida either before or after Georgia.
Oh, you probably did.
But I might be mistaken, so we will see what the chat has to say. If not, we will continue on because I've got several great answers still.
I have none.
Well, I'm not seeing that anybody is saying that it's a duplication, so I'm going to say Arkansas. We go back to Lisa M for her next answer.
Hmm. Hmm. Um. Um. Okay, maybe ask the audience since I'm stumped if there's any.
Okay, audience, help Lisa M out with some additional answers of ones that haven't been said. I kind of started in my state, worked my way east, and then worked my way all the way up to the northwest, to the northeast. So we covered a whole lot of states. But anybody who might know a state that we haven't yet said, go ahead and shout it out.
I'm trying to remember one. They're all square out west, and I'm trying to remember one of those that I didn't say. Ooh, Montana.
Okay, great answer. I'm going to say Alaska.
I didn't even think of that one. um.
Conscious of your mic.
What?
The tap the microphone. What is your next answer, Miss Lisa M of Lisa M Adventure Time? If you haven't already clicked the thumbs up, please do. If you have not already subscribed to Lisa M in order to share in her family-friendly adventures with her loving husband and her toddler, make sure you go ahead and subscribe so that you don't miss out.
The only one I can think of, and I'm just gonna say it, you'll probably get the game because I think you already said it, but I'm not sure. Georgia.
I'm so sorry, but I did say Georgia. My apologies.
Okay.
Okay, I think the ones that we had not said yet were Hawaii and Utah, Colorado, and Kansas, and perhaps a few others. All right, let's go to Lisa's second category. I always suggest that players pick categories in which they are experts, in which they know a ton about, which are part of their daily lives, part of their field of expertise. That way it is easier for them and they have a deep well of answers. So, Lisa M of Lisa M Adventures, what is your next category? Oh, welcome to Aaron Scott. Thank you so much
Hi,
for the
Aaron.
thumb, Aaron. Also, make sure you click it on YouTube. All right. And Aaron, if you haven't already subscribed to Lisa, she would love for you to do that. Aaron gives me more comments on my videos than any before, and Lisa just loves comments on your videos, don't you, Lisa?
I totally love reading them.
So
I go, yeah.
Lisa would love you as a member and you as a commenter. Okay, so Lisa, what is your second category, please, ma'am?
Things you find in the bathroom.
Okay. With the rules of hospitality, of Southern hospitality, you start first.
I'm gonna say vanity mirror.
I'm going to go with a bath mat because I've sold quite a few of those.
Toothpaste.
Toothbrush.
Um, hmm. Shower curtain.
I also have for sale some toothbrush holders.
Soap.
I'm going to say a pump soap dispenser.
Towel rack.
Towels.
Loofah.
A shower poof.
Resin's poof and I think they're the same thing.
I believe a loofah is made of an actual sea sponge. Why don't you ask your
Uh, yeah.
um,
Yeah.
device to see if a loofah and a poof are the same thing? Since you are also our answer checker.
Alexa, is a loofah and a sponge the same thing?
From Kipkus.com, a loofah, also known as a sponge, is used for exfoliating dead skin and as a general-purpose sponge for personal hygiene.
Now, can you ask if a loofah and a shower poof are the same thing? Since shower poof was my answer.
Okay, that's what I thought I said. Sorry. Alexa, is shower poof and a loofah the same thing?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, a bath poof is a wad of stiff nylon net that is used to scrub away dirt and dead skin cells while bathing
Yeah.
or showering.
Oh,
Okay, I'm not gonna ask it anymore. It's like temp.
okay. So the poof is
I think that,
net and the loofah is a. So, do you think they're different or the same? Does the game continue or did I just lose? You decide.
different. I want to say
Okay. Erin, I want to thank you so much for your prayers. That helps me so much, and that is so kind of you. We go back to Lisa for her next answer.
I'm gonna say shampoo.
Great answer. Earlier, Lisa said shower curtain. I'm going to say shower curtain rings because otherwise, how could the shower curtain possibly hang?
Some people don't have a shower curtain. Some people have the metal like rack or yeah.
The sliding door.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Sliding door.
Okay, great answer. I'm going to say a shower caddy.
Okay. Ceiling fan.
Okay. I've heard up north they use something called a towel warmer.
Yep.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. Um. Hmm.
Don't forget, you've got 3 Ask the Audience for each and every round.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that one.
Okay, so Lisa has decided to call upon the aid and the assistance of the chat. So, everybody in the chat, go ahead and shout out answers of items in a bathroom that have not yet been said. Hey, if y'all need to glance around your bathroom, that is absolutely fine. Lisa and I will be none the wiser. So, just think about the many things on your bathroom cabinets, on your countertops, in and around your showers, your baths, even in and around your toilets.
Oh, yeah, toilet. Samantha. Toilet. I don't know. That's like the main thing in there.
Okay, well, I've been at auction selling some toilet brushes because it's important to keep them clean. So I'm going to go with toilet brush.
I'm gonna say medicine.
Okay. I'm also going to say toilet paper because that's one of those things when you run out of, you dearly miss it.
Samantha's razor.
Ooh, good one.
All right. She's
Okay,
smart.
she is. Um, I'm going to say a comb.
Hairbrush.
Okay. A lot of people keep makeup in the bathroom.
A hair dryer.
Ooh, good one. I'm going to say some tweezers.
Um, one of those magnifying mirrors.
Oh, those are either great or scary depending on what you see in them. Okay. I talked about a pump soap dispenser before, but there's also just a soap dish for your bar of soap.
Mm, hmm.
And you've still got two Ask the Audiences left if you should need them.
Um, Actually, my last one. I'm gonna say cotton balls from Samantha again.
Okay. I had mentioned makeup earlier. Where you have makeup, you need makeup remover.
Okay, so I might as well close off the comments because I don't have any more. Um, hmm. I'm trying to remember what's in our bathroom. Oh, prescription medication.
Okay, that's good. Let's see. I think we've just about said it all. What else? I think I am just going to have to admit to being stumped. So Lisa is going to take this one. We've just tied it up. Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! So, everybody celebrate and congratulate Lisa. Let's see some hand clapping and some celebrating. But the very best way to celebrate is to click on her channel. I believe Lisa is at 56 subscribers, and I'd love to get her to 58 or 60 tonight. It'd be great to help her. And what is going to be the third category of the evening with Lisa, our very last player?
Things you cook on the stove or in the oven. And I'm not a really
Isn't
good
that
cook.
how you cook everything? Okay, all right. I would have a harder time thinking of something you don't cook on the stove or the oven, but okay. What is your first answer?
A Thanksgiving turkey.
Okay, then I guess I'm going to say stovetop stuffing.
Mm. Uh, Ham.
Pasta.
A roast.
Steak. We're going to make people hungry.
Um, Shrimp.
Lobster.
Um, Corn. You boil corn on the stove.
Yes, ma'am. How about crab cakes?
Um, Baked potato.
Pork chops.
I love pork chops. Love. Um. Hmm.
Me too.
Um. I'm drawing a blank, so I'm gonna say ask the audience. Something to cook on the stove.
Or in the oven. So we're looking for suggestions of items to cook in the stove or the oven.
Just that main device.
Right? We absolutely understand. Um, let's see what the chat has to say. Do we have any home cooks out there?
Here we go, Renee. I knew she was gonna get. She was gonna help me. I knew it. Pancakes.
Great answer. And you need a stove or an oven to fry up some bacon.
Mm. Oh, one of my my second favorite food, sausage.
Okay. Um, how about some chocolate chip cookies?
Ooh. Um. Peanut butter cookies.
Brownies. Oh, I had the best brownies. I meant to tell you about that. And I found them in a dumpster of all places. Thank you to Aldi.
I'm gonna go with Canadian Renee and say rice pudding. Whoa.
Okay, I think we're back on. We seem to be buffering. We go back to Lisa. My last answer was brownies. And Samantha says, yum, brownies. She likes brownies too.
Uh, rice pudding.
Lisa. Okay. I'm going to say soup.
Mm. Um, man, I picked the category and I already forgot. um,
You're
lasagna.
super busy. Oh, that's a very difficult one to make. And shout out to Canadian girl Renee, who has a video showing how to make lasagna.
Mm.
Okay, next I'm going to say a rack of lamb.
Prime rib.
Ooh, yum. Especially with that peppercorn crust. Ooh. How about chicken?
Cod.
Okay, let's just give that the whole fish category because otherwise we're going to be naming fish for like an hour. Um, Renee, I thought about that, but I think that would be in a wok rather than a stovetop or an oven. So I kind of discounted all of those things. But it did occur to me. How about some mac and cheese? Let's go
Ooh.
simple here. Mac and cheese. I like those kind of simple foods, especially if you add some stuff to make it a little zippy and a little tasty. I like caramelized onions in mine personally.
I'm gonna go with my last ask the audience with tacos. I don't know why I didn't think of tacos. Cook the hamburger on the stove.
It seems like you would be making so many of these foods at work. Um, I've already
Yeah.
said soup, but I don't believe I've said stew
Mm.
because a stew
Um,
has meat in it and a soup doesn't necessarily.
hot dogs.
They are way better on the stovetop or the oven. Absolutely. Okay, let's see. What else have we not said? Um, Once again, we have said ever so much. How about a grilled cheese? Do you consider that on the stovetop, or do you think you only make those in panini makers? Danielle Barnes, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. And today's thumbnail was lovely and glorious as ever, wasn't it, Lisa?
Yeah. Even the one last night I really liked too. Pink is
I
like
did
one of my.
too, with all the shades of reds and pinks. That was my favorite one from this whole week. And I can't wait to see the special thumbnail she's going to have for tomorrow. So we want to remind everybody that the Tuesday pop-up auction is moving to 9 p.m. So it is late night. It is after dark. So if you want to see it after dark, Belle, tune in at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time for the Tuesday night auction, and Danielle's going to have a special thumbnail for it. So we go back to, wait, was it your turn or mine? Was it your turn or mine?
I think it was mine. I was trying to think of one. Jiffy Pop over the stove.
Oh yes, that rises with the dome. Oh, that's super smart. Okay. Trying to think if there's anything else we haven't said. I'm going to use my first Ask the Audience. So, audience, please shout out your answers. So sorry if we're tiring you, Miss Lisa.
Oh, it's been a
Name
long
a
day.
food that you make in a stovetop or in the oven. Oh, I can't wait to see it. I can't log in to see it until after the show is over, but I am waiting with bated breath, Danielle. Thank you ever so much. And in just 2 days, I'll be looking at next week's thumbnails. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to go with Renee's answer, something I've never seen or tried, but I believe I've heard Renee mention it, called cabbage rolls.
Oh yeah, big up here, especially my area. I didn't cook today at work, so I'm like totally brain dead on what things you could actually cook. You could actually fry on your stove top, but that's a whole different category.
No, because I named bacon, and that was a fry situation.
Um,
And when I said
falafel.
chicken, I was thinking of frying as well. Okay,
Falafels.
so Lisa is going international with falafel. Okay, I guess I'm going to say. Oh, no, wait, that was said already. I almost duplicated an answer. Oh, no, no. Okay, let's see. I'm going to use my second Ask the Audience. And Renee is reminding me that you need a pan to make some crepes. I love a good crepe.
Nice. What have I seen the guys cook at work? La 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 la.
While Lisa's thinking of her next answer, make sure you click on the subscribe link that Samantha Sessions is dropping so that you can follow her channel. Lisa's up to 56, and we want to get her a few more.
Potatoes and onions.
Oh, yum. Nice little saute there. Okay.
Yeah. That actually sounds really good.
It does. I'm like, pass me a platter.
Oh.
Well, I'm going to use my very last Ask the Audience, and Renee is full of wonderful ideas. It's like trying to decide whether to pick great answer one, great answer two, or great answer three. They are all great answers because Renee is such a foodie. Sometime I might have to match up Renee against Lisa, since they have the same field of expertise and work in similar venues. But of all the answers she's saying, I think I'm going to go with sizzling fajitas. And we go back to Lisa for her next answer.
Um, now I'm thinking microwavable food.
That might be the category for another future episode of Battle with Belle.
um,
That would be super fun.
chicken.
Well, Lisa, let me ask you this. So far, you have won round two. I won round one, and it's seeming like this round is going to be a tie. Do we maybe want to just call the whole game a tie between us, since it was tied 1-1 before this category, and we're both kind of on the cusp of running out? Do you think you could give a Southern Belle a tie?
Sure. I can't think of any, so sure.
Okay, so we are going to say this category is a tie, and because we have each won a category already. Therefore, the game is a tie, which is such a lovely one. So I want to remind everybody of the auction tomorrow, late night after dark at 9
Yay.
p.m. Central Standard Time. It will
Yay.
be a variety auction. And I want to remind everybody that Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time will be Bargains by Belle. Sunday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time will be our Sunday edition of Bargains by Belle. And then join me next Monday for Battle with Belle, where my special guest, who is almost up to 20,000 subscribers, will be Big B of Been Living with Big B. So I wish you a pleasant evening.